we're gonna unpackage this compost bin that we got. And let's see, here's the packaging slip. We have some neutral gloves, green gloves. So we're gonna save the world with these. And here's the parts list. Oh, and some lint-free gloves, screwdriver. There's the parts list, which, a bunch of screws and stuff, fasteners. I imagine this is the side. Like the stand, parts of the stand. All this. We need to assemble this thing. Looks like it might be a lid. Oh, I see. It looks like it's gonna be more like a knock-it-on that is just kind of not a full true circle. It's gonna be kind of like this on each side can go down. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of time. I want to look at this. It's a fancy name tag. So it's probably going to be a little time to put them together. All the pieces here. It's like there might be 8 of them. Like I said, octagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexagon. So basically, it looks like there's just a bunch more of these. Yeah, the top and the side. All the sides here. Not sure what this is. Maybe, oh, it's just a 2-stage for 2 parts. That's what. That's this looks like a big divider that will go, the 2 ends. Lots of these, 2 sides, and the divider, they're flat pieces of the divider. So, putting this together, it's going to be a lot of putting together going on here. There's, they look very similar. There's the CC and the DD, and the DD is the male, the ones that have a male and female end, male and female, and that's both male ends. So that's how you tell them apart. And so you get this one here, which is the BB, and you put the CC on this side. They're not the greatest instructions. The CC with the male and female end. And they just kind of go in there like a lot of tents are made. Gonna get a little more in the comments sense here once you get that part together there. Okay, so, and we got this. You got to push these little buttons here, little spring-loaded pins. There we go. That's for that part. So now we just set this aside, and then that's not in order, but we just wanted to get those things together and out of the way. The first order, the first step, to put these together, and this is where you need another set of hands. And let's see if there's any particular orientation here that this should be in. Doesn't look like it matters. Looks like if you don't have another set of hands, you may be able to just kind of put it together like this, and then put the other one on top of it. They do have little like pins that go in the slots, it looks like, to help you out. So, and that does help. Let me see if it matters which one goes where, because I noticed there's only one with the tag on it, a plate with the brand name on it. Okay, so there is something that may seem a little confusing here on this parts list. It shows C times 1, meaning C1, which is this panel here, and D times 1, which is, it shows it on here being a separate panel, but all it really is the sliding gates, sliding doors, so you can access each side of the compost. Each little, there's a divider in there, so there's two sides of it. Anyway, this, don't let this confuse you. Also, this, there's a pattern of identical holes going all the way around on these pins, and they're all exactly the same. So when you start here, it tells you to start here with your B and C1, I'm sorry, the C and D, which are together in one, and then once you put it together, you start working downward as you turn it up, while as you turn it back, you put each panel on. So it's pretty slick. It's gonna come together structurally pretty good. It'll be a fairly sound structure. But anyway, and these go together with these little screws, a nut and bolt, which is it's identifying the nut and the screw or bolt, whatever you want to call it, as one. That is F, and there's 56 of them. You can imagine there's 2 or 3 of them for each panel on each side. So there's a lot of that going on. So you can expect to take at least 20 minutes assembling the panel. And that's how we're gonna go. Just we'll start with this one, and then we'll take some shots along the way. Oh, and this, there's a larger hose and this little pin light that goes right in those. And that helps you, put them in the right slot, and it'll be, they're already lined up that way with the holes, so it's easy to see, where these screws go. So, and they're fairly long enough, it looks like. Okay, so this is the divider, and it says after you get 4 of these little panels on, then you put this divider in. And there's these little arrows here. It just tells you to put the arrows where the arrows on the panels are, which is kind of, you can't really see, but basically just putting it in this little channel that each one of these panels have. So you just make sure that, put these on, we're going to make sure that the divider goes in those slots. The tabs are all in the slots, with the little pins, and align perfectly. So it's actually very stable now that it's all, you know, pieced together. So pretty slick structure once it's all together. So we're putting the last panel on here, and we're just having to go through the little windows and put this puppy together for the last one. Okay, so we got our last panel in. Now we're going to put these windows back in. Then we're going to slide this thing through. Actually, probably need to open that. Slide the thing in. Makes it guide this through the hole. This is dark, so it's a little dark. It might be helpful to have a little flashlight, maybe. Now this, we already have the stand put together. This sits right on top of this, the frame here, right on top of it. So, let's see here. Probably should have turned this around. This may be a two-person thing here. That top will just slide right off if you don't have that screw in it. Or it's spinning like the lotto number shuffler. So we have the two bigger bolts that go in here. We're fans of working smarter, not harder, so we're going to use this. By the way, if you don't have a little screw gun, it'll take you more than 10 times longer to put this together. These appear to be lock washers. Locking bolts. They have a little nylon piece in there. So you do have to have a pair of pliers or a wrench to get on this side. So I'm not done, I'm just starting there. Since we believe in working smarter, not harder. Two power tools going at the same time, tightens them up real quick. This is ready. And we gotta just get some lotto balls in here.